Hey guys, this is a video I'm making for a friend in the Mobius PvE private group, and I figured I'd share it here so anyone could take advantage of it. A friend was asking what was the best way to find ships and modules in the bubble when you had a new ship build finished and were ready to find and purchase everything. Since I'm actually in the process of rebuilding and repurchasing an old Asp Explorer build I used for Distant Worlds 2 Expedition, I figured I'd record and walk through the process as I do it for this build as well. As you can see here, we have an exploration-focused Asp Explorer build, hence the lack of hardpoints. Its main focus is on jump range and mass reduction, as obviously that's a big deal for exploration. There's some engineering required for this build as well, but that's beyond the scope of this video. In order to put this build together, we need to go purchase the ship and each module. Obviously, we don't want to be flying all over the bubble for hours looking for each module in the size and grade that we need it, so we're not going to. The first thing I do is open up a notepad and write down every module I'm looking to buy. I've already done this on an extra monitor I have on the side over here, so let me just bring it over. As you can see here, this is just a list of the same modules that you see in the background on Coriolis, except for the lightweight alloys, which obviously isn't included because it comes with the ship, so I don't need to buy it. But you can just, once you've made this list, just put it to the side and we'll get back to it later. Once you have that done, open up EDDB, click on Stations, and then once on the station screen, the first thing we'll do is prioritize getting the ship itself. So for first stop, let's make sure the station even sells the ship. In my case, it's going to be an Asp Explorer. And now, theoretically, we could put all the modules from our list here in the station sells modules section, but your chance of finding a nearby station that sells the entire build is pretty slim. So I'm going to show you how I still get everything within like 2 to 3 stops without overburdening the filters here. Otherwise, you might find a station that has everything, but it's hundreds of light years, maybe thousands of light years away, so you don't want to be dealing with that. The minimum landing pad you have to consider if you're going to be flying in a medium or large ship, and you need to make sure that the station you're going to be landing at has the right landing pad. You need to check that out. In my case, I'm just going to be flying a small ship, so I'm not going to use it. And if you have horizons and you don't mind taking the extra time to land at planetary stations, leave include planetary on yes. Then next, if you're like me, you want that 15% discount from Leon Rui control system, so I'm going to make sure I'm buying an Aspen modules from his stations. So I'll come in here and select him. And then lastly, for this first search, we want to make sure that we're putting in the reference system that we're going to be starting from. My home system is Delcar, so I'm going to put that in here, and then we'll do the search. So you hit Find Stations, and then make sure that it's sorted by distance. And as you can see here, Ohm City in LHS 20 is the closest station to Delcar that sells an Asp Explorer with a 15% discount. However, let's see what else this station has from our build, so we can maximize the usefulness of our destination and create the smallest route possible. So I'm going to right click Ohm City and select Open Link in New Tab, and then go to Outfitting. And this screen right here shows every module and every ship that Ohm City sells. Now take your notepad, pick an item from it, one of the modules, and go to the browser on this page and Control F. And then start typing in the module size, the grade, and name, and see if it exists here. If it does, write the station next to it in your notepad for that module, and then keep going and see how much of your build you can find here. I'm going to make a cut here and come back after I've done this for this ship, and then we will continue plotting a course for the next stop and see how many modules remain and how fast we can do this in hopefully 2 to 3 stops. Okay, we're back. I've checked for all the modules here at Ohm City, and it turns out, as you can see, they had quite a lot of them. Everything but my 40 thrusters, 5A frameshift drive, 40 life support, and 4C fuel tank are present, along with the ship at 15% off. So now let's get the rest. Make sure to save your first stop, in my case it was Ohm City and LHS 20, and head back to the EDDB station search screen. This time we want to do almost the same search. We will go ahead and set our power to Liang Rui for that 15% discount. But this time we will set our reference systems to LHS 20, in my case my first stop. You want to set it to your first stop. And then lastly, put in all the remaining modules we are missing. Once you've done that, click Find Stations. As you can see here, just 5.92 light years from Ohm City is Wrangell Dock, and Ross 584, which has all of our remaining modules at 15% off. So now we can map a route to Ohm City from Delcar, pick up the ship and the first batch of modules, then onward to Wrangell Dock for the remaining parts of the build for a total of 2 stops. So anyways, this has been a video on how I prepare logistical routes for ship build purchases. If you have any other Elite Dangerous topics you'd like me to make a video or guide on, just let me know down in the comment section below. While this video is made for someone in particular, I'm not opposed to making more guides involving Elite. Until then, see you later, Space Cowboy.